Hey, hello, and welcome to the energizing class. And we'll start in a seated position today. So choose the option you want in terms of whether your legs are crossed or not. And let's just get grounded and anchored in the present moment to begin with. So let's just roll those shoulders out. Feel the sitting bones earthing you down into the floor beneath you as you extend and lengthen the spine upwards. And let's pause here for 3 long breaths in and out. Tuning in to that flow of air as it comes in and out of the nose, up and down the windpipe. Now, from here, let's reach the arms out wide and up, and exhale them out wide and down. Inhale them up again, stretch up high, and then let's lean to our right. Pausing here. In that stretch from your hip up towards the armpit. And then come up, reach up high, and lean over the opposite way. Inhaling, come up, reach to the ceiling, and then exhale, twist to your right. Slowly turn your head then to the left. Then bring the head back to center, and we'll cross our right arm over the left arm to come then into a hug. And you could stay in this hug or come to eagle arms. Lifting your elbows, and then as you breathe out, come forwards. And just pause here, breathing into the back of the body. Inhaling upwards, unravel your arms, stretch up high, and then twist to your left. Pausing here. And then turning your head to the right. We'll bring the head back. We'll cross the left arm over the right, coming into a hug, and then into eagle arms. Then lifting those elbows and come forwards. Let's come upwards and bring your arms out and down. Roll out those shoulders, and we'll come into hands and knees. So let's take some cat. So as you inhale, hollow the back, looking upwards. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, arch back, head down. And again. And then bringing your back into a neutral position. Let's extend the right leg behind. Level off the pelvis and reach into your heel. Then we'll bring the left arm forwards. Then as you exhale, let's bring the elbow and knee together underneath, and then inhaling, straighten out. Let's do that again. And we'll do 2 more. Then lower your hand and your knee. Let's just take a couple of cat tilts. And then we'll do the other side. So bring that left leg back. Extend and lengthen through that leg. And then bring your right arm forwards. And then we'll bring the elbow and knee together. Inhaling, straighten out. Exhale, curl in. Let's do that twice more. And then lower your hand and your knee. Take a couple of cat tilts. And then moving your hands forward slightly, tuck your toes, lift up, downward facing dog. And we'll just walk those legs out a moment. And walking your hands to your feet, let's bring the arms out by our sides and come up and reach up to the ceiling. Bring the hands together above the head and lengthen up through the spine, then twist to your right. Inhaling, come back to the center, twisting to your left. Inhale, center. Let's float those arms out and down. Shrug out your shoulders. And then bringing your weight into your right foot, we'll bring the left leg up and circle that hip. And circle the opposite way. Then step that leg forwards for a warrior one and bring your arms up high. So let's bring the arms out wide and down a couple of times. Bringing them back up and place them onto your hands onto your shoulders and then twist to your right. Let's do that again. Then turn to the front. Let's bring the arms up and give your wrists a little rotate in both directions. And then keeping your arms alongside your ears, let's hinge from the hips, come forwards. Then bring your hands to the floor into a runner and stepping back, downward facing dog. Then walking your hands to your feet. Bring your arms out by your sides and reach up high. Lower the hands back by your sides. So keep your weight into your left foot and we'll bring that right leg up and circle that hip. And circle the opposite way. And we'll bring that foot forwards and arms overhead, warrior one. Stretching up high. Let's then bring those arms out and down. Inhale them up, exhaling down. Let's bring them up overhead again and give your wrists a little rotate. And then bring your hands onto your shoulders and we'll twist to the left. Inhaling center, let's do that again. Exhale left, inhale center, and we'll do two more. Then reach your arms up high. Hinge from the hips, come forwards. Bringing your hands down to the floor, stepping back, downward facing dog. So you could stay here or move through to a plank. You could stay here or move through to a cobra and an upward dog. Back to down dog. Step, jump or walk your feet to your hands. And we'll lower the hips for chair to come up to chair pose. Straighten your legs. Bringing the arms out and down. Back by your sides. So take a long breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhaling, bend knees, dive forwards. And inhale, come up halfway, half tabletop. Bring a bend to the knees, hands down to the floor. Step that right leg back to a runner. Then lower your right knee and lift your arms for a low lunge. Exhale, hands to floor, lifting the back knee. Stepping back, plank pose. You could stay here if you prefer, otherwise, lower your knees and your chest to come to cobra and upward dog. Back to down dog. And step, jump or walk your feet to your hands. And bring your arms out by your sides and reach to the sky. Exhale, lower arms back by your sides. Take a long breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, bend knees. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhaling, hands to the floor. We'll step that left foot back to a runner. Then lower your left knee and come up to a low lunge. Hands to the floor, step back plank. And again, you could stay here or lower the knees, the chest, come to cobra and upward dog. Back to down dog. Step, jump or walk your feet to your hands. Bring your hands on front of the shins and lift up halfway for a half tabletop. Then we'll bend the knees, bring the head down, arms out by your sides and come up and reach the ceiling. Bringing your hands down to the heart, back by your sides. So place the weight in the left foot so we can bring the right foot back for a warrior two. And then come up to reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Let's do that again. 3 more times. On the next one, hold the pose. Keep looking up at the hand, rooting into the floor. Come back to your warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Let's reach forwards and down triangle pose. Pausing here. Extending out through spine and limbs. Now, turning to look at the floor, let's bring a bend to that leg as we come up. Straighten the front leg, we'll swivel around to the long side of the mat and we're going to twist, bringing left hand to right leg and up and twist the opposite way. Let's do one more to each side. And then keeping your arms extended, let's turn the right foot to face the back of the mat so we can take warrior two this side. As you inhale, come up to your reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Let's do 4 more. On your next reverse warrior, hold the pose. Looking up at that hand, stretching out through the right side of the ribs. Coming back to warrior two, then straighten that front leg, reach forwards and down for a triangle pose. Turn to look at the floor. Let's bring a little bend to that knee as we come upwards. And we'll turn to face the long side of the mat. This time, bring your toes outwards and we'll bring the arms to cactus arms. Take a long breath in. And as you exhale, bend the knees, come down, cactus goddess. Inhale, straighten. Let's do that again. We'll do 2 more. Next time you come down, pause, hold the pose, and then just twist the upper body one way and then the other way. Turn to the front. Let's bring our right arm onto the right leg for a side lunge. Then side lunge to your left. Lower that right arm. We'll swivel round to the front of the mat, hands to the floor and step back, downward facing dog. Where you could stay, or you could take a vinyasa, maybe pausing in a plank, lowering your knees to come to upward facing dog. Back to down dog. Step, jump or walk your feet to your hands. Bring your arms out by your sides and come up and reach to the sky. Bringing hands down to the heart by your sides. So take a long breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale, bend knees, dive forwards. And inhale, come up halfway for a half tabletop. Bring your hands to the floor. We'll step that right leg back to a runner and twist to your left and raise your left arm. Lower that hand down and let's bring the hands onto the hips and come up for a high lunge. Pausing here. Stretch and lengthen up. Now, you could stay here or go for a double lunge, just lowering that back knee down towards the floor. Next time you come down, pause. Straighten the back leg. Hands down to the heart. Extending over that front leg. And bring the hands to the floor, stepping back to downward facing dog. Pausing here a moment. Tuning into your breath. So step, jump or walk your feet to your hands. Let's lower the hips to chair, come up to chair pose. Straighten your legs. Bring the arms out and down, back by your sides. Take a long breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees, dive forwards. Inhaling, come up halfway, half tabletop. Bring your bend to the knees, hands down to the floor. We'll step that left foot back. And turn to your right and raise your right arm. Lower that hand and let's come up into a high lunge on this side. So you could stay like this or let's lower, not when you've got a cat underneath you. Let's do that twice more. Pausing maybe on that final one. And then straightening that leg. Let's come forwards. Hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. So again, you could stay here or move through to your plank pose. Maybe pausing in a plank. Or perhaps come down chaturanga to move through to upward dog. To down dog. Step, jump or walk your feet to your hands. Come to chair pose. Pause in your chair. Then bring your hands to your heart. And we'll twist to the left. Place the weight in the left foot so you can step the right foot back. Slowly uncurl and come up to a high lunge again. And then we'll take our double lunge. Bringing your hands down to the heart. Let's lean forwards over that front leg. And retwist back to the left. Pausing in your twist. Then bringing hands down to the floor and step back, downward facing dog. Maybe a little walk out of those legs. Then step, jump or walk your feet to your hands. Bring your arms out by your sides and come up. Bringing hands down to the heart by your sides. So inhale, arms up. This time as you exhale, bend the knees for chair pose. Then bring hands to heart and twist to your right. Place the weight into that right foot so you can step the left foot back and unravel and face the front arms overhead. Let's move back into our double lunge again. Then bringing your hands down to your heart, extend forwards over that front leg. Retwisting back round to the right. Pausing here. Untwist, hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Pausing here. Tune into your breath. Keeping those hips up and back, getting that stretch through the spine, down the back of the legs. And then walking your hands to your feet. Bring your arms out by your sides and we'll come up. Hands together above the head. Then down to the heart, back by your sides. So let's step, well, it doesn't matter which foot, step a foot forward so you can turn to face the long side of the mat. And to begin with, we'll have hands on hips and we'll lengthen upwards and come forwards halfway. Lining up the back of the neck with the spine as you reach down into your feet. Now, slowly twist your torso to the right and bring your left hand somewhere on that right leg. Pressing into the hand to help rotate your torso, then raise your right arm to the ceiling. Keep reaching into the floor. Let's then lower the right arm. Slowly twist to the left and reach your left arm to the ceiling. Slowly lower that arm. Let's bring hands to hips, bend the knees, come upwards. And then reach your arms out for 5-star. And then we're going to give ourselves a hug with the right arm as the upper arm. You can stay in a hug or come to eagle arms. Take a long breath in. And as you exhale, hinge from the hips, come forwards, letting the head drop. Pause for another breath in and out. And a little bend to the knees as you hinge upwards. We'll unravel the arms and bring them out wide. Giving yourself a hug with the left arm as the upper arm. And again, you can stay in a hug or come to eagle arms, hinging from the hips and coming forwards, head towards the floor. Now, unravel the arms when you're down and bring your hands towards the foot closest to the front of your mat, bending that knee so you can then swivel around and step back, downward facing dog. Bend your knees and let's come down to a child's pose and take a couple of long breaths here in a child. Then walking your hands to your knees, we'll come up and come into a staff pose, legs extended in front. Extend and reach up through the spine. And then we'll bend the right knee. Bringing that foot across, reach your arms to the ceiling and twist to your right. Pausing here. Slowly turn your head to the left. Bring the head back to center and we'll straighten that right leg out. Let's bend the left leg and bring that leg across and reach your arms up overhead. And slowly twist to your left, pausing here, tuning into your breath. And slowly turn your head to the right. Then come back to center. Release those arms, we'll straighten that leg out. And leaning back into your hands, point the toes away and lift your heart. Let's pause for a couple of breaths in and out, opening up the front of the body. And then release. So we're going to do that again. And if you want to, you can add a little bit on and lift your hips. So as you inhale, lift the heart and maybe lift your hips, coming into inclined plane, looking up at the ceiling. And then release. Give your wrists a little rotate. And let's come down onto the floor and hug the knees to the chest. A little bit of a rock from side to side. So place the feet on the floor and straighten the left leg against the floor. We'll lower the right knee to the right for lying down tree pose. Then bring your arms out roughly in line with shoulders. Let's lift that right knee and twist the lower body to the left. Maybe turn your head to the right. Perhaps opening up the right side of the ribs a little more by moving your right arm slightly. Tuning into your breath. Slowly roll back. Bend your knees and hug them in towards the chest, a little rock from side to side. And curl your head towards your knees. Lower the head down, let's bring the feet to the floor. We'll straighten the right leg out. Lower your left knee to the left for lying down tree pose, pausing here. Try and soften around that left hip. Let's then bring that knee up. Arms out roughly in line with shoulders, and we'll twist to the right. Turn the head to the left. Tune into your breath. Then roll back. Bend your knees and bring them back in towards the chest again. Curl your head towards your knees into a tight little ball. And lower the head down and bring the feet to the floor. So you can straighten your legs or keep them bent. Maybe bring your hands onto your belly. Take a moment to mentally scan through the body, noticing how you feel. The effects of the class on the mind as well as the body. And then let's take 3 long breaths in and out. Bringing fresh energy and prana in for your day ahead. Now a little wriggle of the fingers and toes. And bending your knees if the legs are straight. So you can roll to one side to come upwards. So thanks for joining me. Have a lovely weekend and see you next week. Bye.